Welcome to Cafe Innova and welcome to our reaction to Alanis Morissette, and we're going to react to the song Front Row. Let's get started with this one. This is our first time listen to Front Row. Will be single take honest reaction.
I know he's blood, but you can't still turn him away. You don't owe him anything.
Do you go to the dungeon to find out how to make peace with your days in the dungeon? Writing a letter to ya didn't make me feel any more peaceful than how I felt when we weren't speaking, because I didn't come up to what I did. I can't love you cause we're supposed to have professional boundaries. I'd like you to be schooled in an arm, as though you were kissed by God, full on my lips. I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close up. Slid into the ditch. I have this overwhelming loss of ambition. We said let's name very good reasons why we shouldn't be together. I started by saying things like you smoke, you live in New Jersey. You started saying things like you belong to the world, all of which could have been easily refuted. But the conversation was hypothetical. I am totally short of breath for you. I can't just shut your stuff off. I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close up. For a while I'm speaking. You know how much I hate to be interrupted. Maybe spend some time alone. Fill up your proverbial cup so that it doesn't always have to be about you. I've been wanting your undivided attention. I like the fact that you're nothing like me. Are you not burdened by the lack of perspective people have of your charm, like seeming me? I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close up. Hey, I'm not mad at you, Guardian. I'm mad at myself for spending so much time with you and your Jekyll and Hydeness. I'm glad I figuratively slapped you on the wrist. You laughed a wicked laugh and said, come here, let me clip your wings. I know he's blood, but you can't still turn him away. You don't owe him anything. Raise the roof, he yelled, yeah, raise the roof, I yelled back. Yeah, thanks to the soapbox, having me rattle against them won't make an ounce of difference. I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close
Front Row. uh, uh, this is interesting. That's all. That's all I can say. Front Row. I think it's a song about someone, a normal person, falling in love with a celebrity or something. Someone who is, comes on. It comes in theaters, or maybe go for rock shows. But I think rock shows nobody goes with a popcorn because it will be all popping all over the place. So it seems like someone on the screen and she's in love with, and the real life person is completely different from the person sees on the screen. And this was her pain of it. The way she sang about the person, that's the exactly feeling that I have for the song. Yeah, and I don't know how to put it in a better way. I did not like it.
It was not a song that I'll remember or neither listen to again, given a choice.
Even if not given a choice, I wouldn't choose it.
Yeah, for me, it's all about someone taking advantage of someone else, someone taking advantage of someone else, and taking more and more advantage of someone else. That's what seems to be happening here. At the same time, why are you being taken advantage of? Because you've given your permission. When it comes to abuse, especially child abuse, the child, most of the time, almost 100% of the time, I would say, as a counselor, they're not in a position to fight back. Neither in the other position to understand what is happening, why they are being abused, is it abuse in the first
Also to
place.
decide whether it is wrong or
But
right.
once you're in your teen years and you're nearing adulthood and you're an adult, there's no excuse. If you're being taken advantage of, or if you feel you're being taken advantage of, or you have, it's a one-way street, if it's actually a relationship, which it didn't seem like it was here, but if that's what we want to call it, then why are you in the front row still? And why aren't you doing something about it? Yeah, making a song like this, if it's a personal experience or based on someone else's personal experience who the songwriter knows, that's fine. You're creating awareness about it. But there are better ways to create awareness about abuse, better ways to create awareness about someone taking advantage of you. Better ways, far better ways. And with Alanis Morissette, it seems to be in every song thing. Every song
Awareness drive.
awareness drive about something or the other.
Music is powerful tool for awareness and information.
I guess it's catering to all those people in the same boat.
Maybe.
And there may be lots of them. There may be lots
Yeah,
of them.
there are,
Lots
there
of them, at least in that part of the world. Lots of them.
But for me, if this is a kind of an awareness thing and all, if it is at all, this sounded like a mockery of it. It did not sound good to me.
It didn't sound good. What was lacking was good content in the lyrics, and secondly, good music in the first place.
It was overly produced, I thought.
Yeah,
Everything was
yeah.
just put and it didn't
Anyway.
sound any good.
It's never good to listen to things like what we say for a fan,
Yeah.
or for Alanis herself, or for anyone else who likes her music. Never
Well,
good
the
to
front
listen
row
to
people, this is no good.
Honest or not, that's a secondary issue for you. So let's end this reaction right here.
Welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to the Moody Blues. And we are going to react to the song The Story in Your Eyes. First time single take on its reaction. For Jeffrey, let's get started.
I've been thinking about our fortune, and I've decided that we're really not to blame. For the love that's deep inside us now is still the same. And the sound we make together is the music to the story in your eyes. It's been shining down upon me now, I realize. Listen to the tide slowly turning. Wash all our heartaches away. We're part of a fire that is burning, and from the ashes we can build another day. I'm praying for your children, that the life that we are living
sound in the song or the vocals, it was completely drowning in the music. Something was wrong. I don't know whether it's the version or whether the song is created that way. But I did not really like it the way it went. After a while, towards the end, some instrumental came that tried to lift the song up for me. So I like the music a little bit, but not the construction, the way it is constructed, the way it is arranged. It's definitely not one of my favorite.
My
of the movies.
issue is not with the music at all. It's with the lyrics. You know, when musicians and band members have no respect for people from around the world or outside their comfort zone or whichever part of the world they come from, I don't really care too much for their music either. You know, and this was the case over here. Even though I was kind of in two minds about the music, I was kind of enjoying it at the same time. I really wasn't getting anything in the music either to enjoy. Lyrically, I found it too self-centered, too selfish. Just looking at things from their point of view, there's no context given. The difference is many songs, good songs, they give us, you know, what's actually happening first before directly jumping to what's going on with you and your loved ones. You know, give us some context. Here there was no context at all, unless it's part of a concept album and we got this track, so we are listening only to this, and so we don't know the whole story. But if it's a standalone song, wow, it's amazing that they just left out the rest of the world, because they seem to be talking about just one event or just one phase in their lives, or in their lives in a particular town or a village in the countryside, and I have no clue from India what are they talking about. So I'm totally disconnected with it. Totally. Yeah. So yeah, overall, not a song that I'll listen to again.
For me too, for the movie.
Yeah, musically it didn't have anything to really enjoy or savor or even remember, and lyrically I totally was disconnected, and I am truly disappointed whenever band members keep doing the same thing over and over again. They want to sell their albums. The thing is, they will do anything. They will go down on their knees and beg to visit countries, far off places, to tour them, to be there, to sell their CDs, have their downloads in that location, but so little respect for other cultures and other people in their music. And this is the same band, mind you, which had a lot of Eastern influences in a few of their songs which we heard earlier. So I'm even more disappointed, you know, because when I know that they are capable of doing that, why not here?
For me, this is just not the song by the Moody Blues. Yeah, it just didn't click.
I love that
couldn't
piano.
get it.
I must mention that was the only saving grace. Otherwise, I would have agreed with Kirti completely about the music too. The piano was the saving grace. I don't know what they tried to do, but that was the only thing that sounded okay in this song.